He was ranked 61st out of 400 in the Forbes 400 list of richest Americans. He owns Flex & Gate, Jacksonville Jaguars, Fulham FC. He is an investor in AEW and the Black News Channel. In today's episode, we will discuss a man who was featured in Forbes as the American Dream, Shahid Khan. Khan was born in Lahore. His father had his own business, and his mother was university professor teaching mathematics. From his father, he learned humility. Seeing his father, Khan built and sold radios. He also would lend his comic books to friends for a small fee. When Khan was old enough to attend university, he started applying to universities in a land where he had heard that the streets were paved with gold, America. After applying to various universities, Khan accepted the first acceptance letter from University of Illinois. Their reason for accepting him had nothing to do with his grades, as we will later find out. At 16, his father gave him $500 and told him to go to the United States and to get his education. So at 16, with a dream in his eyes, Khan moved to the United States. This was 1960s. Illinois was hit with the worst storm in history. It took Khan 10 to 18 days to arrive in Illinois. And when he did, he was welcomed with 2 feet of snow, something Khan has never seen before. Upon arrival, Khan went to a hotel and they charged him $9 per night. Khan, knowing that he only had $500, could not afford to stay, and the staff told him to try the YMCA. By the time he reached YMCA, the soles of his shoes were torn. YMCA wanted $2 a night, and Khan was happy to stay there. The next day, Khan started to look for a job and found one as a dishwasher, paying him $1.20 per hour. Khan, wanting to meet people, joined a fraternity. With the fraternity, Khan went to football games, learned about a sport he knew nothing about. Most of the guys at the fraternity had a convertible, which meant Khan would need another job. Khan went door to door, walking on the street looking for another job while he was still in school, and found one at a small manufacturing company called Flex & Gate. Khan and a team member from Flex & Gate walked around the parking lot and pointed at bumpers separating theirs from others. Together, Khan and the team at Flex & Gate designed parts on a drawing board, manufactured them in the plant, assembled them on the assembly line. As Khan was working at the plant, he realized that the bumpers were heavy, expensive, and had many components to it, which took a lot of time in assembling and welding. Khan continued his studies and also visited the library to find a better solution for assembling bumpers. When he finally graduated in 1971, he went back to Flex & Gate and manufactured a part by himself. Upon graduating, Khan was told that he was only selected by the university because they didn't have undergrads from Pakistan and France. His design only had one piece. It was lighter and much more cost-effective. Flex & Gate was benefiting in 2 ways. They were charging their customers more for the new design, and they were spending less to build the bumper. After 2 years, the owner, who was also a farmer, told Khan that he had made more money in the last year than all his life combined. So he asked Khan if he could help him sell the company. Khan went on to work for the buyer, but he soon realized that they did not want to take the company in the direction Khan wanted to. So Khan left, for now. With a loan from the Small Business Administration and his own savings of $16,000, Khan started a company, Bumper Works. Khan developed a bumper that has since become an industry standard. Working at his new business, he heard that Flex & Gate was for sale and bought the company in 1980 for $800,000. With the purchase, Khan had an already established brand and the manpower he needed to go big. At the time, Khan visited GM to be their supplier. When Khan met one of the chief engineers at GM, he told Khan that his job was in danger because he had missed a weekly target. If Khan can provide a better solution and make their bumper even lighter, he can save his job and provide Khan with a purchase order. Khan and his team went to the drawing boards and came up with a solution. Little did Khan know he was going to have to face one of the biggest disappointments of his career. For Khan, the parts could have assembled only if he had the money to pay his staff and other expenses. He needed a bank loan, and to qualify for a loan, he needed the purchase order. All he could do was come up with a design and present his design to GM and wait. So he did. And after a few months, GM called Khan. They told Khan that they have good and bad news for him. The good news was that the parts worked. And the bad news is that because GM is going across the board, they did not have a place for a size company. Khan did not get the purchase order he was looking for. For Khan, GM's purchase order could have been the breakthrough. But for now, he had to come up with another business plan to save his company. He took some graduating students from UI and told them that they would get a free trip to Japan and back. All they have to do is translate for him. Khan went to Japan and met Zuzu, Mitsubishi. Everyone he met got their business. Japanese companies were under the mindset that if a new technology is cheaper for the customer and for them, they should go ahead with it no matter how small or larger the company is. Flex and Gate had started business with Japanese manufacturers. The company grew from there. He made his company the only supplier for the entire Toyota line in the United States. But then the year 2008 was approaching. Khan knew that automotive industry was in trouble and that in order to survive, cash had to be conserved. At the time, they had 17,000 employees globally. Khan had two options, either to file for bankruptcy or let people go. With the hard decision, the company started to cut back and provided health insurance. Out of 20 automotive part providers, 2 were left after the recession. One of them was Khan's Flex and Gate. Khan now wanted to become an owner of a sports team, a sport that he had fallen in love with when he came to America. Khan first made an offer to Rosenblum for the Los Angeles Rams. As they were going through the process, Rosenblum could see Khan's curiosity and willingness to learn about the business. He further said that he asked a lot of questions about team building. How do you build a franchise and excite a fan base? However, at the last minute, Stan Kroenke, who owned 40% of the Rams, exercised his right to match Khan's offer and bought the rest of the team himself. It was disappointing for Khan, but Khan, determined to own one, did not give up. He remembered meeting Wayne Weaver 4 years ago and approached him. In September of 2010, Khan, his family, and a group of friends attended the Jaguars season opener against the Broncos. As the deal got closer, he and his son Tony would watch Jaguars games at a local bar, keeping a secret that would soon make their name a headline news. Khan and Wayne sat down and finalized the deal on a napkin. Khan knew how to value what's important, what isn't. They both knew that in order to have a transaction completed, they will have to avoid adding or deducting things, as that will take some time and destroy the relationship. Finally, on November 2011, Khan bought the Jacksonville Jaguars for $760 million. In order to improve the fan presence during a game, Khan also took Jaguars International, which brought in many more sponsors. In July 2013, Khan entered negotiations with Egyptian billionaire Mohammed Al Fayed to buy London soccer club Fulham. The deal was finalized in the same year, and estimates are that it cost Khan anywhere from 150 to 200 million pounds. In 2019, his son approached him with an idea, the AEW. With his son, Khan invested in All Elite Wrestling. In 2020, with the former Oklahoma quarterback and now a politician Julius C. Watts Jr., Khan financed the media channel, the Black News Channel, a channel that is specifically drawn towards minorities, showing their culture and values. Only time will tell how BNC will turn out. Today, Flex and Gate have their parts on 1/3 of all the cars and trucks sold in America. Their sales revenue touches $3.5 billion. The company now has 64 plants worldwide and over 24,000 employees. Remembering his early days, Khan and his wife gave more than $1 million to the YMCA. The story of Shahid Khan is an inspiring one. It teaches the power of perseverance. It proves that if you have the determination and a will to succeed, nothing can stop you. No matter what your background or the place you are from. So keep pushing forward and never give up. Until next time, have a good one.